Who's Penelope Trunk? Why is Penelope Trunk in therapy? And why on earth would you care one bit about Penelope Trunk's psychological health? Well, I'll start with the answer to that first question. I have no idea who Penelope Trunk really is, and a few moments of internet research only made that statement truer. The woman born Adrienne Roston has gone through several name changes over her life, with some legal and others other. I've been aware of Penelope's work for a few years, and I read enough of it to have been surprised when this piece spurred me into writing about her, and I found that she'd never come up here before, and yet I still haven't ever thought about who Penelope Trunk is. Which might be the point of this story. In fact, I'm pretty sure that despite her long history of ruminating on the subject, Penelope Trunk isn't very sure who Penelope Trunk really is either, which says me goes a long way toward answering that "why is Penelope Trunk in therapy?" question. Well, like Penelope Trunk, I'm not a licensed therapist. Thus, also like Penelope, I've got the luxury of cutting to the heart of matters as I see them. Tell me how you feel about that. Well, if you've ever been in therapy, you laughed at that last line, and we'll get back to it in a moment. During her career as a writer and prognosticator, Penelope Trunk has made a habit of not pulling punches, at least not when she feels about others, however she feels. But she points out in that piece I referenced a moment ago that she's bad at calling herself on her own bullshit, and that's, as she also points out, is the essence of therapy. Until you stop BSing yourself, all the therapy in the world will not help you, and once you do, you don't need therapy. Penelope Trunk is a master of BS, and that's why Penelope Trunk being in therapy wouldn't much help her. It's also why Penelope needs a good therapist, and why she's just fine the way she is, too. Now, if your sensibilities are anything like mine, Penelope Trunk is entertaining. I think of her in the same stream of consciousness that I do James Altucher. James is entertaining too, and smart, and depending on how you read his bio, he's either really successful or not. And James Altucher doesn't care what you think, and neither does Penelope Trunk. Tell me how you feel about that. Well, other than by leaning on what I said about the difference between being a credentialed therapist and the kind of counselor that both Penelope and I operate as, I have no opinion about whether Penelope Trunk needs to be in therapy. But I do believe that in the whole tell me how you feel about that thing way, and ultimately it's pretty much the only really useful thing you ever learn in therapy, formal or otherwise, I don't know what I think. Is Penelope Trunk in therapy? Are you? Should you be? Now here's the thing. A question I always ask new business change clients is, tell me what you want to be when you grow up. It's me being flip and exposing my no formal therapy training style of counseling clients. People with a sense of humor get it. Others find it off-putting. What do you mean you think I'm childish? Well, I think you're enough of a grown-up to hear the question and pull the meaning out of it. Regardless of our ages and experience, we are all growing up every day. So tell me how you feel about that. I'm the answer guy, and I'll be back.